Hey, thanks, Steve. I appreciate the support. Glad you're here. Welcome to the Tommy Guide QR dial-in. We are going to be dialing Tommy's guide in from hole 1 to hole 9. Looking to put up the best score we can for QR. We're going to wait around a minute, just let people come in and get settled before we get going. We will be on our way here in a little while. I'm going to probably play a couple T10 games to warm up. And then we'll get going there. All right. Alright, well, I registered for the Clan World Tour. You know what that means. I'm in trouble. Oh, alright. Apologize, guys. I'm trying to get myself pulled together here. Alright. Alright. We're going to play a couple games, warm up, and then we'll get going on the guide. We already did our Boris guide dial-in today. Earlier, we had a couple. We had hole 2. I didn't accidentally went live on, and I had a great ball on hole 4. So we are going to be redoing that qualifying tomorrow. So we're going to get after Tommy today and see what we can do. Everything I've heard about the guide so far has been amazing, so I'm super excited to have a chance to play this guide with y'all, get it dialed in right, and see if we can put up the best score possible. Alright, where are we here? Well, that's not going to go across, I don't think. We're going to have to play this. Alright, so we're going to give it 3, 6, 3.5, and we are gonna pull our and we're gonna give it all that. Oh, great. Of course. Alright, welcome everybody. Just getting warmed up here. Gonna play a couple T10 games, and oh, we got lucky. Got lucky with that double great right. Alright. Let's gonna play a couple T10 games, get ourselves back in the mindset of playing the guide. Alright. Well, my goal today is to get every hole dialed in. So if things go wrong and we don't, and we're not going to keep the score today, I will continue to dial in through practice mode the rest of the way through. That way we get all the shots dialed in one go. And if I have to, I'll redo both QRs tomorrow morning at 8:30 a.m. That's where we'll be. Alright, let's see if we can drop this sniper here. This is a fun setup, I think. Alright, so we'll come just short of that. Center ball. 8, 9. And we'll give it. See if we can get this drop here. One of the things I'm working on currently right now with my pull is trying to be consistent with my pull angle. It's been suggested to me by multiple people as a better way to dial in. So we're going to be giving that a go. It seemed to work pretty well with Boris's guide today. Hey, boom, there it is. That's the way we started off. Nice albatross. That was a good shot. Well adjusted even. If I do say so myself. Alright, I needed that drop right now. Okay. Alright. I'm going to clean my glasses while this guy misses this shot, and then we'll move on to another game. Welcome everybody that's showing up. We are doing the Tommy Guide QR dial-in. Glad you all are here. I appreciate you coming to hang out with me. Welcome to the channel. Alright, that was a nice albatross. I really liked that. Okay, here we go. We're going to give it a couple more minutes, let everybody get settled in. And we'll get going. Alright. Welcome everybody. Glad you're showing up. Glad you're here. Thank you for coming out to watch the dial-in. We're going to do our best to get every hole dialed in, so we are dropping everything we can. This QR is not quite as important as the last QR because the steady winds last QR, we really had to push the QR dial in a little harder. Because it determined how well we played the rest of the rounds, really, getting that initial dial-in correct. Ended up taking silver last tournament, so that wasn't bad. Worked out pretty well. We did a good job. It's a major. I've never done well in a major. I've never done better than 5th. So I'm gonna have to try to step it up here. This major, see if we can get ourselves at least a podium out of it. Alright, I'm going to try to play this to Min Thorn, if our rings from Min Thorn if I can, or Mid Thorn. Depends. Alright, welcome everybody again.
Babe, will it be too loud if I do the dishes?
Yeah, that's fine, babe. My wife Kira is hanging out in the background there, so everybody say hi to Kira if you wanna. We're gonna, after this game, we'll get started. Oh, he's using the old perk on us. Alright. There we go. You might have been hearing me echo there. Alright. That's an interesting way to go about it, sir. Alright, we're going to be playing the Thorn. And we'll try to figure out where we're setting up here, see what we got. Nice shot. Thank you, Michael. Appreciate you. Appreciate the good luck. See, need to figure out where we are here. So that's 88. It should be about 80. Hopefully. See if we can set this up in the right spot here. Alright. That's probably going to be good enough. 7-1 and I'll go 82. And let's see if we can get that drop there. Alright, and then we'll talk about what we're up to, what we're doing, what's going on, and then we'll get going. Alright, here we go. Hit great. Gosh dang it. Get those out of the way now, you know? That was the right adjustment, about that great. Okay. Last tour game looks like it's going to a shootout, so we'll do that, and then we are featuring Tommy's Guide today. This is my first, not my first time subbing Tommy Guides, but it's my second attempt at dialing in Tommy's Guide. I did it last tournament. When I subbed him before, I wasn't dialing in shots. So I wasn't really worried about why I missed or correcting it. I just played. I hate this shootout so much. Alright, well, we got a headwind. I'm going to try to play this from over here this time. We're going to back it up. And 9, 6, plus 10. Not 19, 6. Alright, we're going to do that. See if that works. I hate this hole. Unless somebody else makes the guide for it, you know what I mean? Alright. Alright, let's hope that works there. And we're going to drift off to the right. Alright, that's enough warming up. If you're new to the channel, welcome. If you're returning, welcome. We're just glad to have people here. Glad to share in our Golf Clash journey with everybody. Today is going to be a good day, I think. My dial-in earlier went really well. Basically, what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to change my dial-in process a little bit. So what my focus today and going forward will be to try to pull every shot as 12 o'clock as possible, and then we'll be either making offset. I can't believe I won that. We'll either be making offsets or we'll be adding or subtracting. Hey, Glory, glad you're here, sir. So we'll either be making offsets, or we'll be adding or subtracting from the adjustment, depending on the needs of the situation. What I'm trying to do with that is I'm trying to make my pull consistent so I can generate drops easier and understand how to a little bit better on what I need to do to fix problems instead of changing my pull angle. So that's where I'm at with that. That's our challenge. We are dialing in, so there'll be practice shots, and we'll try to make sure we're consistent with the drop, and then we'll go live. So let's look at the hole 1 here. Hole 1 is rock at P0 max rest. So we'll go ahead and grab our P0. And then we're going to need a P7 to 10, side spin 3 plus, wind 10. I got the perfect ball for that. So it's a nice P8 with a side spin 3. Got a ton of them, so no need to worry about practice shots there on this account. There it is. Oh, not that one. There it is. Alright. Housekeeping. Hey, Tuck Tuck, glad you're here. Thank you so much. Today is Miss Gracie's 3rd birthday. There she is on the screen on the right. That's me, for all y'all that don't know, my wonderful face. On the left, there's my wife. And she is just the most amazing thing since sliced bread. Up at the top is a promise I made to donate because of a little fun wager we had. So I donated that money to the Wounded Warrior Project. It's very important to me. My wife served in the military, and I think we need to take care of our veterans. So that's where I wanted to send my money. So that's that. And in the middle of the screen there on the left is my donation tags. If you feel that, like you want to help support the channel, I'd appreciate it. All right, so let's get to talking about the dial-in. Enough of this. Alright, so hole 1. Rock, P0, no move. Nope, it's not a no move target. I'm a liar. Rocket, P0, max rest. Yellow ring by the fairway, rough. In the rough by the fairway. We're going to swap to the APOC Thorn Bag. We're going to give it 1.5 right, 6.5 top, adjust 1-to-1. Give it max OP and max right curl. We're then going to do a top white fringe check with our ball guide over the hole. That'll be our plus table adjustment number. We'll give it 2 top, 1.5 right. We'll set up with the tip of the ball guide halfway into the dark green square, approximately 1 square short. So it's the green square that's going to be right in front of the hole. We want to be center cup. And then we are going to attempt to drop it. So I got my APOC Thorn Bag. I got my rock. Alright, here we go. Let's give this a look. And what I am attempting to do is I'm going to attempt to play each shot with the same pull, 12 o'clock center, and then make adjustments from there. So let's give it a practice. Accidentally went live on my Boris dial-in on hole 2. Kind of, you know, it kind of ruins the dial-in when you go live on the first try. But we got it all dialed in practice mode, so feel good about tomorrow with it. All right, here we go. And we're going over it. Nice straight pull there. And we're giving it all the OP, all the right curl. Hit perfect. We're looking for 378 to 385 on the target yards here. And it looks like we got just about that. Let's have a look. Alright, 381, that's good. So top white, fringe check, ball guide over the hole. We got plus 5. 2 top, 1.5 right. And then where we're setting up here is we want to be right there, center cup, just a bit into that square. Our check was plus 5. So I'm going to straighten out this pull angle as best I can. And plus 5 is plus 1 to the table. 8-5 is 5-8. So we're doing a 5-9 pull. And then it's just center ball. Hit perfect, and we'll see the result of this. So, nice center cup drop. Wow, that was sure easy to dial in, guys. That wasn't it? All right. So, I want to make a shout out to Bart and Chris and Tom and Boris and Tommy and all these guys that have gave me the same advice that I just didn't listen to for a while, which is maintain your pull. No matter what you pull, maintain your pull. So, you know, it's easier to dial in a shot when you have the same pull. Hey, look, I'm in my same account. There's my other account. All right. So hole 1, Tommy. Option 1. Drive is APG, 12 o'clock. And approach is APG, 12 o'clock. That's what I got so far. So now what we got to do is we got to go prove it. And then we'll go live. So back here, back to our oldest ball. I'm going to pin that. Alright. Nice setup. Thank you. Appreciate that. Appreciate that. I thought that went really well. Having that side spin 3 ball is really key for this shot because it makes setting the spin so much easier. Let's give this another look. Make sure we are doing what we said we're doing. so we can go ahead and get the drop live. All right. I appreciate y'all being here. Thank you for taking time. All right. Yeah. We're going. And we're going right and 6.5. All right. So that looks pretty straight to me. 8.4 on the pull. One of the hardest things for me has been figuring out my pull angle, because I just didn't know what they meant. You know what I mean? Let's see, where are we? 382, a little longer. And we're at +4, which is 1 to the table. And we're going to set up just like we were. Just shy. And center cup. And +1 to the table. Let's straighten out the pull angle there. 8.1 is 5.5, so we're going to pull 5.6. And then we're just going to center ball. And hit perfect. All right. And we just missed on the left-hand side. So let's review our pull angle. I felt like the pull angle was a little off, to be honest. So let's review it. You know, that's going to be the thing, is as I'm trying to pull consistently, is to go review that pull angle and see. I bet you $20 I had a slight flick somewhere. So let's go have a look. That first shot was money, so I don't feel like we need to readjust anything. I want to see. I want to see the pull angle here, because I really reckon I pulled a little off. It felt a little off, but I wasn't quite certain. All right, so we are center cup. Oh no, yeah, we're center cup there. All right, so let me review here. Yeah, I'm pulling a little 59. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. That's a 59 pull flick. And that's what caused me to miss that shot. So I'm going to do it again, because I want to make sure that I can pull that same pull. If I don't do that, we're not going to get the live drop. And that's why we're here. So let's run it back. Here we go. Yeah, working on a consistent pull. This is my first week doing it, so you'll have to bear with me a little bit while I'm trying to grow myself here. I want you to know that Tommy put up a 20, I think a 22 today with this guide, so I'd like to try to at least do something similar. There. I don't know I'll put up a 22. I wouldn't mind putting up a 21. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. All right, that's nice and straight. 7.3 there. And we'll give it max OP max, right? Hit perfect. See what the yardage is on that. So far, the drive distance has been pretty consistent. That looks like it's going to be close. 380, yeah. So we've been 380, 381, and 382. So pretty consistent drive. Top check is +6. And we're going to set up right there. Alright, +6 is +2 to the chart. So I had a 59 flick, which is consistent with my pull typically. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. Let's try that. 8.0 +2. That's a 5-6 hole. And then we're just going to center ball. All right, let's have a look. That should be in the hole there. That feels good. And we're back to center cup. All right, so the key to this shot for me, and I feel great about it, is just simply pull 12 o'clock on the drive, pull 12 o'clock on the approach. The dial in feels good. So let's go ahead and let's go live with it. And let's see if we can grab that drop there live. Excuse me. Another long day of streaming for me. Trying to get all this QRs and quick nines and everything done. Alright. Oh. That looks pretty straight. Oh. Alright, I reckon we'll be between 380 and 382 here. Should be roughly the same. Really consistent drive from Tommy on this. 379. Okay, so a little bit less. That should put us at table numbers probably though. Nope. Alright, that puts us at +6 again. So +2 to the table. We want to get ourselves set up right there. And we'll come back just a smidge. And +2 to the table. So let's work on the pull angle. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. 8, 2 plus 2 is 6 or 5, 8. So we'll go there and center ball. And hopefully we got that drop dialed in. And yeah, center cup. All right, great drop, great dial in, really easy hole, great shot by Tommy. If you guys haven't subscribed to Tommy's Guides, he's at golf-tommy.com. He provides a Telegram group with all the holes, and you can go ahead and go in there, watch videos. You can post questions. Him and his team will answer you and help you out. Much similar to other guide makers. Tommy has been an awesome guy to me. I've only recently started talking to him personally, and man, real class act. He's been around the game forever. Has probably made more content for this game than any person on the planet. So great place to get guides, great place to get information. He offers free content too. It's not all paid. Alrighty, so what we're doing here is we are... Oh crap, we're sending it to Endbringer. Okay. Cool. I'm down. I like it, send it. Alright, let's see what we got here. Let's get rid of that and that. We're looking for a P10 no move target, max boost, 5 topspin boost with 2 right, and win 0. So... max top spin. We need to win 0 with 2 right. With 10 boost. I don't have a ton of these balls. Weird. Weird. That's really weird. Okay. Could have swore I had more of those balls, but it's a send it, so we're probably not going to have to do too much in the way of dialing in. Thank you, Gloria. Nice to get that first drop out of the way. Always makes me feel good. Alright, so let's look at the shot. We're playing an APOC P10 no move target, max top spin boost, 2 right spin. We're going to adjust 1-to-1 for the difference in wind between 16 miles an hour and the wind we have. Then we will push to max. We'll curl 1 ball right and give it 100% OP. And what we're looking for is we want to end up in Endbringer. Endbringer will be played at P8 minus 60 max top spin boost. So here's our caveats. If the EB is past max, for each green square we are short of the check, we are adding 5% to our elevation. So 2 squares short of the check would be negative 50 or plus 25 if we were doing no spin. That's a pretty common, if you don't know that, that's a pretty common adjustment with the EB. If you don't have a wind app that can go over 100%. So it's just 5% per green square. Pretty common. If we end up with a short drive to 530, we're going to play the Thorn. It will swap to a P0 to 8, wind 8 plus, whatever stat that gives you around 4 rings of space to adjust. Add 3 to 4 backspin to have the second bounce on the fringe and a half a green, half a right with the ball guide to the hole. Ring from min at plus 15% and the power of the ball we use. So let's set up that precautionary rescue ball there. What do we got? A bunch of, not a lot, but to be honest, this account's pretty poor. Let me see. Yeah.
You got a lot of katanas.
My wife just goes, babes, you got a lot of katanas. Jesus. I'm never going to live it down. Alright, let me see. What do we got? What do we got? What do we got? Lord of the Dance. Do I got anything with more than 2? There we go. Alright, so we'll go to a P4 as a rescue shot. Hey, Eric, good to see you. Thank you for the good luck, sir. Glad you're here. You said option 2 is better. 90% of the time, I couldn't get the boost shot to get the distance. Okay, well, I appreciate that. We're going to have a look at this one, and if it doesn't work, we'll always go to the other one, because what we're doing is dialing in. So we want to look at, if we can't get an option to work, we always go to the next option. Regardless, we got to dial in the guide. All right, let's look back at that shot again. So we are looking at P10 no move target, max boost 2 right, adjusting 1-to-1 for the wind, and then pushing to max, giving it 1 ball right curl, max OP. And then we're going to do our best to hit perfect with a non-precision. We are going to do, hopefully end up in EB range. And do EB school, P8 minus 60, max boost. And we got some caveats to see what we can do. Alright, and here we go. Let's give it a shot. Alright. Here we go, here we go. Oh, Gianni, thank you for showing up. Glad to see you, sir. Alright, here we go. We are in practice, right? Yes, okay. Max top, 2 right. We're going to adjust the difference in wind between 16.0 and 17.8. Going to try to adjust as accurately as possible. Ah, shoot. I didn't adjust the right wind. Alright. And we're going to push up to max. And then we are going to give it 1 ball right and all the OP. And we're going to try to hit perfect here. That was a quadruple great left. That ain't going nowhere near where we wanted to go. Alright, let's see what happens here. Alright, yeah, no. That's not going to work. Apparently, quadruple great lefts don't work. Rough iron. Swap the wind 8 plus ball. No spin. Minus 20 elevation. True slider. Alright, that's kind of a rough. Let's try the rescue shot to see where we're at. So, true slider. That's going to be tough to determine. He said no spin. So, we're going to be at 45%. 8-1 on the rough iron. What do you say? Minus 20. We're going to move it 2.3 rings. And let's see if we can nail the rescue shot. Give that a try. What did I say? 2.3. Alright, here we go. And look at that. Boom. That's how you rescue it, baby. Hey, David. Thanks for showing up. Hi, Kira. David says hi. She says hi, David. All right. So, you know what, guys? The rescue shot is money on this. So, I just dropped that dead center exactly as he described it. So, we're going to give this another look. I only got 3 balls. That's the problem. So we're going to give it another look. On worst case scenario, we'll drop down to option 2, which is Tommy, and it's a B-52 rough bump. So I do want to give this one more day in court and have a look and see if we can get what we need out of it without hitting a quadruple great right. For the love of God, guys. Who lets me play this game? All right, I love the fact that rescue shot was money like that. I love that. That is awesome. Okay, here we go. Practice mode, sir. All right, going to take another look at it. All right, here we go. All the top, all the right. The difference between the wind and 16, trying to pull as straight as possible. So we want 1.6, and then we want to push back to max, straight as we can here. Then we want to give it 1 ball right curl, and let's try to hit perfect this time. Double great left that time. See what happens. The quadruple great left didn't work very well. So let's see. Does this get out of the rough? Okay, so we got out of the rough there. So we're playing EB School minus 60, full top spin boost. And we are going to be how many green squares short? We are 1, 2, 3, 4. So we're gonna add 20 to that, and we're going to give it all the boost. And 17.8. Okay, we're going to come back and get that nice long ball guide there. And we want to move 11.5 rings. All right, so here we are. There's 10 and 11.5. And then we just want to hit perfect with this. And let's see if that drops. Alright, alright. We don't got enough? Oh, we got enough. Alright, center cup. Okay. So, I don't know about y'all. Double great lefts seem to work fine. So, I'm going to write a note. Start with this hole here. Hole 2 and Franco option. Plays APG, double great left, okay. Rescue shot, APG, EB, APG. So, alright, Tuck Tuck. See you later. Have a good one. Appreciate y'all. Alright, so we got 1 ball left. We can give this a go. I think. I feel pretty good about it. Yeah, I mean, it's a send it. It's risky. Do we really want to risk it, or do we want to look at option 2? Let's look at option 2 and decide. Okay, just because I don't want to I don't want to necessarily commit to a risky shot on a dial in as much as I want to send it. I love a send it, but I don't want to end my dial in on hole 2 and have to play practice the rest of the way. You know what I mean? So we need a P10, side spin 4, win 10. Let me see if I got a better ball than that. There we go. I got some of those. All right, let's get rid of that scarecrow piece of crap. All right, excuse me, I got the hiccups. Okay, so here we're setting up at P6 max rest, red ring by the rough, max top, 2 right, adjust 1-to-1, max curl, max OP, slow needle. We are then going to follow up with a B52, top white pin check. Before spin, we're going to put the inner ring by the rough line in line with the left leg of the large sign. And then we're going to spin the ball guide just before it shows long over the green, going over the right half of the hole. And then we are going to pull our rings and hit perfect. So, hey Steve, glad to see you. Alright, so here we go. We need a B6 and a setup. And what do we need? 2 right. Let's get actually our old friend, the Titan. That'll make our life easier on the spins. Okay. So we're going to give this option a look. Looks pretty straightforward. Let's see what happens. We'll play it like we're playing everything with our 12 o'clock pull every shot and adjusting from there. So we're in practice mode. Right side of the red to the rough line. Fairway rough line at P6 max rest. Alright, so I want to be right there, max and max, swap ball, and we want to try to pull this as cleanly. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Alright, right there, and then just give it our 8 rings. And then max OP, max right curl. And we hit a slight great right. I don't see that might put us out of position. Oh no, we hit the rough. Okay. So great right's no good. Alright, we're gonna exit out of this. And give it another shot. Alright. Let's get set back up here with our P6. And let's try that again. Sorry about that, guys. Alright, here we go. I don't like wasting practice tokens hitting greats. Trying to stop that. All right. There we go. We're looking for 458 to 465 on the target yards. 458 to 465. Man, we're right in there. So let's give that top white pin check. +8. Now we want to line up right here with the inner ring by the rough line. And then we want to spin the ball guide. So just before it goes long. But we're in the wrong spot. There we go. Back a little bit. There we are. Alright, so we're at, what did I say? +5. So we're, +5 is -1 from the table. 8, 4, 7, 7. So we're going to pull 7, 6. And then we're just going to adjust center ball, and hit perfect. And let's see what happens here. All right, we got a nice bump. We got good speed. We're heading right. Center cup drop. Man, whose idea was it to try shot 2? Thank you. Nice job. Good call. I like that. So that was a great shot. I really like the setup. The only difficult thing is really the spins. Let's look back. Who gave us that advice there? Eric. Thank you. Eric, thank you for the advice. I appreciate you, sir. All right, so we are going to write under hole 2. We're going to write Tommy option 2. The drive played as per guide, noon pull, and the approach was a noon pull. And then I'm going to write be mindful of ball guide placement. All right. Yeah, there is a little bit of funnel there. It came right in real nicely. That's a great shot. I appreciate you bringing that up. I'm such a send it junkie. God, I can't help myself. Okay, we're going to give it another practice because we got to verify that what we did was accurate. And then if it is, and we get the drop, we are going to go live and get after it. All right, here we go. All right, all of that. All right. All right, I think that's straight. Okay. Yeah, perfect. We're looking for 458 to 465. And I think we're going to get there just like we did last time. Drive seems pretty consistent. Yeah, 463. So we're a little long this time. Let's do that top white pin check. We're at +5. And then let's get ourselves lined up accurately. Oops. There we go. With our there. And then really the key here is getting the ball guide right there. Right before it spins long. We were at, what did I say we were at? Shit. +6? +7? Shit. I forgot. I think we're at +7. Table numbers 7, 4, 6, 7. 6, 7, 6, 7. Alright, we'll go with that. And center ball. And hit perfect. Let's see. So if there's truly a funnel there, we should be fine. And another center cup drop. Bam! What a shot by Tommy. What a shot on the guide. I feel great about that. That's 2 center cup drops, and I even forgot my plus yard check. So because I forgot the check, I played it table numbers. Figured if there's a funnel, we'd at least fall into it. Nice shot. All right, love that for us. I need to run to the restroom, and then we'll come back and we'll go live on hole 2. Give me just a sec. Alright, sorry about that. I've been drinking water like it's going out of style. Okay. So, I like it. I like it. I think we're ready to go live here with this. And go ahead and get that drop figured out. Really good shot. Really consistent. So we're going to go ahead and go for it. All right, and let's do her up. All of that. Okay.
Inside.
And we want a nice straight pull there if we can. And 7/8. And we're going to take it like that. And we're looking for 458 to 465. So far, drive's been pretty consistent. We should be right in there.
Come here.
So 461. All right, we're doing a top white pin check, and then we're going to line up. We're at +6. Going to line up with our sign leg there. And our top of our green on the edge of the rough. Just like that. And we want to spin that ball
Not okay.
just before it goes long. I don't think we're in the right spot. There we go. Alright, so +6. We straighten out that pull angle there.
I love you, but I'm tired of you pulling me over.
8-3 is 7-6. And center ball. And hit perfect. Different view on the camera. Center cup drop number 3. Great job, Eric. Thank you again. Nice suggestion. Tommy, hole 2, option 2, dialed in, on lock. That's what we're doing. Hole 3. Alright, let's move on. Hole 3. Man, I've heard nothing but good things about this guy today. I've been so excited to play it. Alright, so we have got basically send it to EB. Pretty common for this hole with this headwind. So P10 he says is tiny, semi-shaky. We need a P10 top spin boost 8+, and 1 right spin. And so we're going to go ahead actually and give it all. So we can play with a, what did you say? Obviously. So wedge will be around 75% with top spin boost 8 as for reference. Obviously top spin boost 9 and 10 will be shorter. Okay, so yeah, we're going to give it the top spin boost 10 because I don't necessarily want to be in a long EB situation if I don't have to be. And well, we got a bunch of those, so that'll be nice. Alright, so let's have a look here. So we're going to be setting up at the Rocket P10 Max Rest Yellow by the right rough fairway. We're going to give it all the boost in 1 right spin when we switch to APOC. We're going to adjust 1-to-1 and give it 2 balls right curl max OP. And then we got to hit perfect. So then we're going to do top max spin boost end bringer at P8 minus 60. And I will tell you from the other guide that you want your second and third bounce to be before the fringe. That's just some personal advice from my experience with the other guide today. So we're going to do that. And we're going to give it a practice because we don't want to be screwing up going live when we're not ready. Hole 3. This is Franco. Option 1. Alright. So we're setting up right there, swapping all that and one of those. Okay. We're going to give ourselves the best chance with a nice straight pull. Alright, and then 7.6 rings. And we're at plus 16, so it shouldn't be too bad. Should be a little shaky shake, but not too bad. And we hit perfect. Looking for wedge distance. So we just want to be down there as far as we can get it. That's perfect. That's great. Alright, so let's measure out that wedge and have a look at it. We're going to give it all the boost and go. So let me get my distance here, or my slider. Looks like we're at 62. So 7.3 at 62. Going to move 2 hole rings. Alright, so like I said, key thing here, okay? Get your second and third bounce before the fringe, like that. All right, we want to move 2 rings, and we want to make sure we're pulling straight. We're gonna move from blue to yellow, and then we just want to hit perfect with the end bringer. Easy peasy center cup drop. So really easy shot to dial in, guys. The biggest thing here is going to be a great left and a great right are probably okay at single, because the fairway's pretty big and it looks like we came into the middle of it. But I wouldn't say a double left is okay at all. You'll probably end up running the fringe or in that bunker on the left hand side. But yeah, pretty simple shot, not a big deal. Let me make my notes here. I'm gonna write double, great left, no, and then I'm just gonna put untested, because I haven't hit one, but I just am assuming it's not gonna be good. And then I'm gonna put second and third bounce on EB before the fringe. Okay, and we are playing that max distance, max top spin boost EB. It's easier that way. Alright, so let's get after it. Let's go for that live drop and move on to the next hole. Pretty easy dial in from Franco there. Slight right is okay, left, yeah, that's what I kind of figured. Just because of that dang bunker out there. And where we landed wasn't horrible, so we would have been alright with a great right for sure. Alright, we want to be right there. Swap here. Give it all of that. Let's try to get ourselves a nice straight pull again. 1, 2, 3, 1. Oh, no. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Okay. And here we go. Pull our 7-9. We're at plus 18. Gonna be a little more shaky. But we still want to hit perfect. There we go. Alright, so we don't got to worry about great lefts or rights in this house today. We're hitting them clean. Alright, get up there, you dirty son of a gun. Look at that. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Alright, let's see. What's our slider at here? Okay, here we go. And there we go. Alright. So, slider is at 64. Get up there. Alright, so we're going to be moving 2.4 rings. So, all the top spin. Set our bounces right there. And right through the hole there. And we want to move 2.4 rings. So right there. Just the other side of yellow. And there we go. And we just want to hit perfect with the Endbringer. Oh, shit. Oh, come on. Please drop. That was bad on my part. Alright, there we go. Okay. I'm going to write great right on EB. Okay. Alright, so there we go. 3 holes dialed in. 3 holes dropped. Let's move on to hole number 4. Okay, this one is a hole-in-one opportunity, y'all. And we are going to take every advantage of this we can. I would love to drop this hole-in-one for y'all. Never dropped the hole-in-one on stream yet. But we've only been streaming, what is today, Monday? For 13 days. So I don't know why y'all expecting miracles and shit. Okay. Alright, here we go. What we want. So let's read over the guide. We go for hole-in-one, but a great left will either stay in the bunker or roll through. If using the Grizzly topspin trick, make sure to have a wood club with a minimum 4.6 topspin equipped. So we want to set our spins. Let's start there with the Grizzly. And we're using max topspin Grizzly and 3 left spins. So we know that we need a side spin, wind resistant. So we want to keep the wind. It doesn't say there's a specific range. It looks like 9.2 to 9.5 is no push-up or pullback. And then we got a couple wind angles with a little bit of extra curl. So let's find our ball. Wind 8, and we'll pin a wind 9 if we can find it. I don't know what I got on this account per se. Let's go. Alright. Alright, no wind 8. But, I mean, no wind 9 there. But we need a P6 to start. So I'm going to grab this P6 to set up. Because I can set the spins with that and swap to that P8. I want to see if I can find a wind 9 that's going to be worth using. Alright, what do we got? We got, I got 69 of those. Nice. But it's a top, and it's a top spin boost ball, but that won't matter. Oh, it's only 5 side spin. I wish you guys would get my life together. I don't know what I'm doing. Alright, so we got a few wind 9s. We can try that one. In case we got a high wind or something. Alright, so it's pretty close, so no need a lot of adjustment with EB. There is a funnel. I threw away negative 19. I'm so dumb. Why were you mad that you shot a negative 19 or what? Yeah, Gloria, I hear that, and it was a pretty small adjustment there on the EB. So we still got that drop though, so that's good. All right, so let's talk about the structure. So we're gonna set spins max top with the Grizzly, 3 left spin. And then at P6 max stretch, we're going to put the inner ring on the right, bottom right by the rough fairway there on that little island. We are going to then swap to our P8 or 9, our wind 8 or 9. We are going to adjust 1 to 1, push up according to wind speed. And then while we're adjusting, we'll check out our wind angle and add clicks of curl if we need to. We'll be curling to the outside bottom of the triangle outside of the shot circle with max OP. Will be a slow needle on this. So let's give it a practice. Let's have a look. All right. Excuse me. All right. So back down to Grizzly, max top, 3 left, back up here, and we want to set this up right there. And then we want to swap to our wind 8, and that's a lot of rings. Let's try to straighten out our pull here. We are in yellow. 10-4 is 10-4. So 9-4, 10-4. Need to pull back 0.4 in 10-4. Okay, and so right there. And then we want to add 2 clicks of curl. So we want to curl here. And 1, 2. Hit perfect. See what happens. You missed hole 1, Jimmy? That sucks. Alright, so looking good so far. Does it have the speed? No. Did not have the speed. But it was in line. So I like it. But I think we're going to go with the Wind 9. Looks like a pretty easy shot to me to set up. I don't think there's really anything to dial in on a hole-in-one. You're either going to get it or you're not. So I'll take an easy eagle any day of the week. I'm not one of those superstar shot makers like those guys, but I'll give it a go. All right, I think we might have had a little too much curl, but whatever. All right. So P6, top spins with the Grizzly, 3 left spin, max stretch, circle, inner ring to that rough line, adjust, push up, pull back, and then figure out our wind angle and apply the curl. So let's give it a go live. I got to make notes real quick on every hole. So hole 4, APG, Tommy option 1. Actually, it's the only option. And I'm going to put Wind 9 if possible. Alright. Saw several people skip over the hole. Saw on one of those. Past days watched. It's no move target with P10. 4 top, 2 left. Alright, P10 wins 6. Okay. Alright, well, we're going to give this a go here off the guide. And if it goes to complete shit, then we'll know better next time, won't we? Alright, here we go. I haven't had the guide fail me yet, you know, so let's give it a shot. So we'll get back in Grizzly, and we want to push up and have our there. We want to swap to that Wind 9, 8, 3, and we want to pull a nice straight pull. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1 out there. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, okay, 8, 3. And that's right there. And then in 8-3, we want to push up 0.4. Okay, and I forgot to assess the curl, so we're just going to go with base curl. Right there. Oh, we hit it great. F me. Stay out of the sand. Nice. We rolled right through the sand. Thank God for that. Okay, I'll take it. Whoo! Whoo! That was scary. Can't believe it. You know, I cannot believe that. That's pretty much me, though. You guys know that. I'm going to hit it great. We just got to pray that we get a decent result from it. Alright, so great left. Okay-ish. Alright, that's my notes for hole 4. We got the drop. We didn't get the hole-in-one, and that's okay. Alright, moving on. Hole 5. This is a fun par 5, I think. Let's see. So, we got Tommy option, and we got Franco's option. Tommy's option's a wind 8. We're going to give Franco's option a stay in court. Hey, Nate, good to see you. Thank you for showing up, sir. Appreciate you. Appreciate the good luck. And here we go. All right. So, we're going to give Franco's option a day in court. It's been about an hour. I need to take a little break. Just give me like 6 minutes. I'll be right back. I just need to stand up, stretch my legs a little bit. I've been streaming all freaking day. Hold on. There's a problem with my stream. Open. One second, guys. I seem to be having some kind of problem with my stream. Please configure both primary and backup stream. The comparison streams fail because one stream has an invalid configuration. What are you talking about? I've never even heard of that. All right, guys. Hang out a second, and I'm gonna have to. I'm gonna take a little break. I'm gonna have to check the stream real quick. Just give me half a sec here. Be right back. Stream looks like it's back to normal. All right. Thank you, Nate. Appreciate you. Guys, can you hear me? Can everybody hear me okay? Test, test. Are we good? Anybody? Bueller? All fine. All right, cool. Good to go. All right, so we're moving on here to hole 5. We are doing, let me get my next, I got to get a second page for notes. Hole 5. And we are playing Franco option 1. And here's what we're going to do. We're going to set up a P2 max rust, yellow by the right rough fairway. We're going to give it max top and 1.5 right. It looks like we're going to use 1.5 on both shots. So I'm going to grab my little 1.5 or 3 right spin wind 8 ball. It's going to be a little shaky, but it's got precision 8. So I'm not really worried about that. There it is. Okay, so we want to be at there. Okay, that. So P2 max rest, yellow by the right rough, max top, 1.5 right. So I'll just use that P2 there, the Quasar, to set the spins and then swap balls and they'll be okay. Max OP, max right, slower needle. And then we are... Oh, yay, Olivia's here! Hi, Miss Olivia! I missed you at the Q9 stream today. Alright, so we are doing a top red wood check, which is right at the base of the wood platform across the water. And then we are going to set 2 top, 1.5 right. And we want the tip of the ball guide to be 1 square short of the hole. We are going to adjust based on plus yardage. And then we are going to center ball, hit perfect. And he goes, focus on the ball guide tip for approach. So that's what we're going to do. We need to switch to our B52. And let's give this shot its day in court here. See if we can get this dialed in. Alright, we are 4 for 4 on our dial in so far. We've gotten all 4 drops in a row. Let's see if we can give this one a go. Yeah, here comes the betting. Well, it's too late, Miss Olivia. We've already dropped a par 3 today. So you're too late for that. Sorry about your luck. Okay, here we go. 8.1. And again, I am trying very hard to make sure that I am pulling as accurately straight as possible. It's my new skill that I'm working on to make myself a better player. Alright, all the OP, all the right curl. And we're looking at 373 to 381 on the target yards. Did I win quick 9? I slaughtered one of the quick 9s. Shot a negative 17. The other one, it depends. We may win, we may not. 375, so now we're doing a top red check, which is +5. We're giving it that, and then the big deal here is setting up 1 square short center cup. So right there, and I think I'm a touch left. There we go, and we were at +5, which is +1 to the table. Gonna try to straighten out my pull here. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 7, 8. 9, 1. That's 9, 2 on the adjust. And then center ball hit perfect. And I hit it great. Oh! Gosh dang it. Can't hit greats when you're practicing. It's just a whole waste of time. Alright. Yeah, so we had a really good Q9 on one account. We just dropped so much stuff. The only misses we had were greats, obviously, because that's what I do. But the other Q9, of course, everything just was off a little bit. I'm working really hard on making sure I'm pulling straight pull, and so it's a work in progress. This is my first week working on that skill. Before, usually I was adjusting my pull angle to try to adjust my misses. I've been yelled at repeatedly for that. It's a bad idea. So we're trying to do what the pros say and keep a straight pull and then either offset or plus or minus from the table to get the drop. So that's where we are. Let's go back in and give this shot another try and try not to hit a great this time on approach. Pretty simple setup on the drive there. Shaky needle wasn't bad for the P8. I don't think, not with Precision 8. I mean, so, okay. And we want to be right there. All that. Swap ball. And then try to straighten out my pull here. There we go. And we want to give it 7-6. And then max and right. That's true, Glory. That is true. All right, we're looking for 373 to 381. And we got a 378. We're good. So pretty consistent drive so far. Top red check puts us at +3. So all of that and 2. And then where we want to line up, right there, center cup, 1 square short. We were at +3, which is table. Eight 3 is 9-6. And now we just want to center ball and hit perfect. Let's see the result of this, and then we'll know what we got to do to adjust. That looks really good. Center cup drop. Nice job. Nice job. 17 was deadly. I shot best. 15 free to play. Nice, dude. Olivia, you're so good at shot creation. I need you to get over your trauma from streaming with Geta and come stream with me. I would be so honored. It would be so fun. All right, so my notes for this shot, Franco, are as follows. Drive as per guide. Drive is consistent. Approach, and 12 o'clock pull. Approach, 12 o'clock pull. Be mindful of ball guide. And we're going to give it one more. Make sure we got it dialed in nice. All right. And yeah, anybody that can do really well free to play is just, that's another level. Free to play is hard. You got to get really good at hitting perfect. And you guys know I struggle with that a little bit. All right. So let's give this shot one more practice. Make sure we got everything the way we want it. You're still seeing a therapist? That's awesome. All right, so let's try this again. Make sure we got what we want, and then we'll go live. All right. So right there, all of that. There. And nice straightened out pull here. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. A little bit. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. That looks pretty good. 8-2 on the pull. And then max OP max right. Alright. Alright. So there we go. Should be a real consistent drive. I really like this drive from Franco here. Been right at target yards. 377, 374. So let's have a check. We are at +3. So we're giving all of that and 2 of those. And then we're setting up our ball guide at center cup, 1 square short. We were at +3. So let's straighten our pull out again here. And +3 is table. 8-5 is 9-8 this time. And let's give it a center ball. And let's see what happens here. Like it. And another center cup drop. So that looks dialed in, guys. The key to that shot is going to be that 12 o'clock pull on the approach and being mindful of the ball guide. So you see the speed there. It comes in the hole really nice. The drive is super consistent. The P8's not that shaky if you got the precision. So let's go ahead and go live and see if we can grab this drop and move on to the next hole. All right. Okay, should roll out to the same, roughly the same drive yardage as we've been getting, between 375 and 378. And we're a little long this time, but +2 is also table numbers, so we're fine with that. All right, so we are at +2. So I'll give it all of this and 2 of those. And then we want to be real mindful of that ball guide placement. 1 square short, center cup, +2 is table numbers. Let's straighten out our pull here. All right, 8-0 is 9-3 this time. And then we just want a center ball. And hit perfect. Now we've gotten 2 center cup drops. Let's hope this is the 3rd here. That looks good so far. And boom, center cup drop. Awesome. 5 holes down. 5 drops. All right, that was a good looking shot from Franco there. Really played super consistent. Really, really good shot. I'm really happy with that. So, yeah, great shot by Franco. Good job. All right, so we are going on to hole 6. All right, so we can do this shot 2 ways. But unfortunately, we can't do it with the Pioneer perk on this account because I don't have it. So I can't show you guys that. So we're going to have to go with a little bit shakier needle. But that's okay. So we want to swap into the Thor's hammer. And we're going to be playing up to EB at P8 minus 60. The ball we want is a P10 side spin 3 plus, top spin boost 8 plus. We're going to go with this ball again. And we're going to give it all the top spin. Try to get that shorter EB out of it. So there is a push-up based on top spin boost, but because we're using top spin boost 10, we won't be pushing up at all. He says the OP needle on the Thor is a little semi-shaky on the P10. So we're just going to have to do our best to hit perfect here. Great left is not going to be okay. Single great right might be. That's my guess. So here's how we're going to set it up. We're going to go rock at P2 max stretch, clear by the rough line on the left-hand side, rough fairway. We're going to swap to the Thor's hammer bag, give it all the boost, 1.5 left spin. We're going to adjust 1-to-1 plus 1. No push-up because we're using 10 top spin boost. And then we're going to just give it straight overpower, no curl, and have a look at it. So you've got 9 accounts and you've only got that perk on 6 of them. I have 3 accounts and only have that perk on 1 of them, so I feel you. All right, so let's get, what is this? A message from the team. What does this say? Our current investigators, some players might be facing when trying to practice certain holes in preparation. Yeah, shut up. They got more problems with this game than they have sense. All right, let me make sure I got my stuff together here. I'm talking too much. Okay, here we go. All right. Inbringer is going to play P8 minus 60% at full boost. And this shot should be pretty straightforward. I just really am curious what the needle shake looks like to see how hard it's going to be to hit perfect and what happens for sure when we don't. If we don't. So we're in practice. All right, so Get off me, bug. Max stretch. Clear to the rough. Swap to the Thor's hammer. Swap here. Give it all the boost. 1.5 left. Adjust 1 to 1 plus 1. So we're going to try to straighten out that pull there. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. And then giving it 9, 2. And we're at 21, so this is going to be shaky. And we got perfect. Well, that wasn't too bad. See what happens with the ball here. See where we end up. And a bounce over. And then we get the roll up. Yeah, that's not bad. We'll be in a good EB range. Alright. You only play 5 and the other 4 collect balls. I hear that. Alright, let's check our in-bringer out here. We are at 69. Nice. And 7-2. So we're only going to be adjusting 2.2 rings. Pretty easy peasy. Want to set the ball guide 1 square through the hole. And zoom in as far as we can here. And 2.2. And just the other side of yellow there. And then we're going to want to hit perfect with our EB. And there we go. I should drop center cup. No problem. Alright. Boom. So, pretty easy shot. Hole 6. Franco. Oh, Tommy. This is Tommy. Tommy. Option 1. And semi-shaky on drive. Great left, no good. And that's just, I just am assuming because of how close we are to that left rough on the bounce over. So I'm assuming if we hit a great left, we will clip that rough there. We're going to approach then our release point from the right side. Okay, and that's really it. This is a pretty straightforward hole. Not bad at all. So let's get after it. Let's see if we can get this drop live. And move on to hole 7 here. Here we go. Alright. So clear to the rough. Swap there. All the top and 1.5 left. And 1 to 1 plus 1 with a nice straight pull angle. 1, 2, 3. No. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. So 8, 7 is what we're looking for here. There we go. We're at 20. That's going to be a little slower needle. Alright. And then... Nice. Nice job. Nice perfect live. Perfect when it matters. That's what counts. Doesn't matter what else you do today. You hit perfect when it matters. Alright. Let's measure out this EB and send it home. Alright. Here we go. And we're looking at 70. And that's going to be 2.5 rings only. So let's set that up. 1 square through the hole. And we want to zoom in and catch our 2.5 rings. That's the other side of yellow there. And hit perfect. Should be a center cup drop. And boom. And that's all she wrote. That's 6 holes down. Turning on to hole 7. Alright. Dial-in is going good so far, you guys. I hope that you guys are noticing as much as I am that this trying to pull every shot straight is making a lot of difference in my play and in my dial-in, which is really cool. Okay, so this next hole is a par 3. I mean, par 5. There's no par 3s. What am I? I'm not. Stop it. Alright, so we need the Apocalypse, the Tsunami, and we need the Waypoint perk. Alright, so let's see what we got here. There it is. Alright. Siri, go away. Okay. Alright, guys. Go away, Siri. Leave me alone. Alright. So here's what we got. We are setting up at P8 max, clearing by the rough line. We're going to give it 1.8 top spin, 1 left spin. Adjust 1-to-1, 2.5 ball left curl, and then max OP. P10 will be completely slow. And then when we get up there, we are going to do a top white pin check. Give it all the top and 2 left. And we're going to line up with the tip of the ball guide just through the hole. And then we will adjust based on our pin check and center ball and hit perfect. So let's see what we got here to use for this shot. So we got this ball we can use. That's a good ball. See what else we got? Oh, look at this ugly mug. You guys remember that ball? That is like the worst ball to center anywhere. Anyway, sorry. What's the, oh, it's got 3 needle stability? If I didn't have to worry about centering it on the approach, I would totally use that just for S&Gs. Alright, we got the side spin too. Let's use that. Okay. Let's get rid of that one. Alright. So, here we go. Alright, we're going to have a look at this. We're going to play this as per guide with our straightest pull possible and see what adjustments we have to make from there. Tommy, option 1. Alright, here we go. So, P8 max rest. Clear by the rough on the left-hand side with the rough fairway. 1.8 top, 1 left spin. Max OP 2.25 ball of left curl. And then the Tsunami top white pin check. Max top 2 left. Tip of the ball guide just through the hole. And we're going to be, it's a rough bump. So we just want to make sure that we got that lined up right. Alright, let's give it a practice. Okay, here we go. Now right there, we want 1 top and our 1.8 top and 1 left. So right there, swap ball, and then we want to pull as straight as we can. All right, 8-1, and max OP and curl. Just to the edge of the triangle there. Hit perfect. We're looking for 380 to 387 on the target yards. So we should just bounce cleanly across the way and right up the fairway there. 380 to 387. 384 will work. So we want to do a top white pin check. And we are at +9. And we want to pull it back here. And where we want to be, right there, center cup with the ball guide barely through. We're at +9 on the check, which is table numbers. Alright, so let me straighten this. 7-2 is 6-2. And there we go. And just center ball, no tweaks on this shot. And let's see what happens from here. Okay, we're looking good, looking good. Are we got enough speed? Oh, left side drop. Okay. All right, that's still a drop. Left side's a little scary because that means we could miss left. So I am going to review my pull angle and see if I had somehow inadvertently not pulled straight. All right, which, you know, it could have had a flick, whatever, but now we want to review. So we were at +9. We gave it all the top, all the left. And we were center cup. The ball guy just threw, like the picture. All right. It looks like a pretty straight pull to me. Maybe a slight little flick of 01. But I don't think so. I think we did a pretty good job there. So we're going to give it another practice and just solidify our results. And then if we drop it again just like that, like we think we're gonna, we'll be good. So Tommy, option 1, drive, APG, 12 o'clock pull, approach. We have APG, 12 o'clock pull as our notes again. So better a bit more through the hole and a bit offset to the right side of the cup. Yeah, I feel that, and that was my first thought. So let's try that. Just a touch. I'm not talking a whole bunch. I like a click right and just a smidge further through. I was worried we were going to run out of steam. That was really my big worry, is that we were going to come up short. So I'm going to put it just a little bit more through, and I'm just going to favor the right side of the pin just a smidge with my regular pull, and let's see what happens. All right, so here we go. Clear to the rough. 1 and 1.8. There we go. Swap balls. And we want a nice straight drive. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. All right, that looks pretty good. All right, and there's that. And we want max OP and curl to the outer triangle. There we go. I'm not adding clicks or curl. That's scary. I don't understand clicks or curl. I don't like clicks. No, I'm joking. You're right, Glory. It could be a click or curl. But we're checking stuff out. 386, which is high end of the drive yardage. And we are at +8. All of that. And so my thoughts here are this. A little bit more through the hole and slightly favoring right of pin. So just like that. Right? And then we were at +8, which is -1 to the table. A little bit more. All right, 7-9 is 6-8, so we want 6-7, 6-7. Stupid kids. All right. And let's see if this will get a center cup, and we'll have our tweak. Oh, I hit it great. God dang it. How am I going to know if I'm right if I hit it great? Nice. There goes another ball and another token. All right, we'll try it again. Sorry, guys. All right. Well, we get this hole down. We only got 2 more to go. I mean, we're looking good. The guide is great. It is on fire. We've dropped everything to this point, and we got this drop here as soon as we get it straightened out there. Let's go and switch our balls up, get ourselves situated, and we'll try it again. Okay, here we go. And there we are. Alright. Practice mode. Here we go. I think Perfect was in too there, Glory. And unfortunately, I did not do. It's alright. We'll do it this time. Okay. So, clear ring. Right there. One left and 1.8 top. Swap. And then nice. Nice straight pull there. Alright. And max OP and curl just the outside. Okay, perfect. Alright, 380 to 387 is what we're hoping for here. $385 will work. Real consistent drive again. And our top white pen check is +8 again, so that'll be oh shit, that'll be -1 to the table. Stop it, for the love of God, stop. Slow down, Jason. Okay, so we want it just a little bit extra through the hole, and like that. 7-7 -0.1 with a nice center pull as 6-5. Or 6-6, I'm sorry. And let's see if our little theory works. Oh my God. Oh, we wouldn't know. Alright. I think I might switch to higher precision on approach. When we go live. Alright, sorry guys. I think we got this dialed. I just don't want, I can't move on without the drop beforehand. Because that would just be ridiculous. So power, precision, and what do we got here? No, can't use that. And I got crap I can use. That sucks. God, this account, man. Actually, I could, you know what? I could do a pin check with the P10 and swap to P8. And I think I got a high precision P8. Let's see what we got. Oh yeah, I can use that ball. That'll be perfect. P9. All right. Okay. So we're gonna go and try this one more freaking time. I am sorry. And then we're gonna get it done. As you watch the ball dice, that's why I said bit through the hole. Okay. I hear ya. You need precision 10. Olivia, you stop giving me crap. Okay? I'm not a free-to-play guy player. I'm trying to get better. I play a lot of free-to-play, believe it or not, on tour and other game modes. But, yeah, I don't play free-to-play in tournaments because I'm trying to win. And if they're going to give me tools to help, I'm going to use them. Alright. So, if you guys would help me get my crap together today, I would appreciate it. Thank you. Alright. Now, and there, and there. Alright, we want to straighten out that drive. There we are. And we're pulling 7-7. And max OP and curl to the outside triangle. $380 to $387. What do you mean by that? Oh, I need precision 20. Alright, Glory. Whatever. We're at +9. Alright, here we go. So we want to set up what I think and what Glory thinks is through the hole just a smidge more. And we're going to favor a little bit right of pin. And we're going to straighten out the pull here. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. Oh, no. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. All right, 8, 5. Plus, we were at +9. That's table. 8, 5 is 7, 4. So right there. And then center ball. And hit perfect. And let's see what happens here. Really was worried mostly about and center cup. So we were right with the dial in there. Glory, thanks for the confirmation of what I was thinking. So here's my approach, 12 o'clock. Favor 1 to 2 click right of pin of right of center pin. Right of center pin. Alright. I think that's pretty good. I think we're ready to rock and roll here. That's hole 7. So we're going to switch to that big old precision ball when we get there because I don't want to ruin my life on hole 7. Alright. Here we go, hole 7, hole 7. Alright, 1 left and 1.8 top. So, okay. Want to straighten that out there. We're going to go 8, 5. And then right to there. Alright, looking for 380 to 387. 1, 2, 3, let go, hit perfect. Listen, I'm doing my best to work on timing. I usually am one of those quick release guys. Don't even make a joke about that. 387, we're at max target yards. So our pin check is +6. So we're giving it all of that, and we're swapping to the big precision ball. And we are setting up like we did before. Right there. Just right. And we are going to, what did I say? We were +6, so -2 from the chart. And we need a little bit. And 7-4 is 6-4. So we're just going to pull 6-2. And there we go. And center ball. And that should drop. Let's hope. I like the camera angle. And left side, I'll take it. That's hole 7 in the books. Let's go. On our way, guys. Okay. All right. Whew. Okay. All right. I want to really get up and stretch my legs real quick. Give me just a couple minutes. We got 2 holes left. Looks like hole 8 and hole 9 is going to be a freaking send it, which we love send it. So give me just a second. Yeah, baby. That's what I'm talking about, guys. That is 7 drops straight. Trying to run a perfect card on the dial in for Tommy. Let's have a go. Give me just a sec to catch a minute here, and we'll come back and knock the rest of this out. Thanks for hanging out with me.
I've slayed a couple demons in my day. You don't know I can't be swayed. Oh no. Beautiful eyes, dragging me under the table. Hell in her eyes, she wants to put me in a hole. Beautiful liar, holding me, I'm a neighbor. Bleeding me dry, she wants to devour my soul. Fuck.
Alright, sorry about that break, guys. Thank you. As I watched it drop to the left side, so you said favor right. Yeah, that's what I was thinking too at first. When it first came in left side like that and dropped. We had the same thought, Glory, like literally at the same time. So I appreciate you reinforcing what I was thinking. That was really helpful. Alright, so we're moving on here. Hole 8, we need 2 more drops to complete this dial-in pro status. So let's get it. Alright, we need a B-52 for this shot. We are going to be setting up, you guys are not going to believe this. We are going to be setting up with probably the best purchase I've ever made, a katana. Now, luckily for me, I have a couple. And they get used all the time. So luckily I have enough. Don't ever have to worry about it. Best purchase in Golf Clash history right there. Live on the YouTubes. Alright, so what we're doing here. P4 max stretch. Third bounce. Just right of being clipped by the rough. Then we're going to swap to our APOC B52 bag. We're going to set 7.5 top to right. Adjust 1 to 1. And then we'll push up or pull back based on plus yardage. P10 will be a completely slow needle. This shot is based on drive distance. So I'm going to start taking notes right now. Tommy, option 1. And I'm going to write right above it, drive distance. And so I don't forget. Okay, so the adjustment will be based on drive distance. We're going to give the B52 a no move target, 3 back and a half a right, roughly. Get the ball guide. It looks like we want the ball guide just through the hole again. And then we want to give it our nice straight pull and look at our wind angle. Red has 1 clicker right. Blue has 1 click of left, and we'll be hoping for yellow, which is, by the way, right at the tree trunk is yellow. Left of that is 1 click. Right of that is 1 click left. Left of that is 1 click right. So, pretty straightforward shot. Mines are Marlin, though. I heard that. I like Marlins. Okay. Woo, here we go. All right, let's get our bag here. We got our B-52. We got our stuff. Let's give this a practice, see what it's all about, and see if we can dial in this drop on hole 8. This is a fun hole. It can be kind of a challenge to drop sometimes, but it's a good hole to drop. I like it. All right, so, get back up here. So what we want to do is stretch. We want the third bounce just right of being clipped by the rough. Swap to our APOC friend. Swap balls. Give it 2 right and 7.5 top. And we are going to straighten out our pull here. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, oh. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. And 8.3. And then we are giving it, push up. +5 is pullback 0.2. Better hurry up here before we screw it up. There and there. And then we're just going to give it max OP and hit perfect. And there we are. Looking for 397 to 402 on the drive yards. So let's write down our drive distance. We are at 399. Okay, that's table numbers. So it's a no move target. And we want the ball guide to be just through the hole. So center cup. And right there, I believe. Yep. And so 399 is table numbers. If we 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, we are in yellow, which is no change. 7-3 is 8-9. So we're gonna pull our 8-9, and then we would just want center ball and hit perfect. And I hit it great. Son of a gun. Luckily, I'm hitting those in practice and not live, you know? All right, so perfect would have been in. All right, so we're going to give that one more go here and get that drop. May have to do the old swap-a-rooney to the higher precision again. We shall see. All right, exit. Exit. Alright, and we didn't pin our favorite ball, so we should have, since we're in practice. And I'm just going to scroll down and grab this ball, or not that ball. For the love of God. This account makes me crazy. There we go. That one. Alright. So, okay. So if we have to on approach, we'll swap to that higher precision ball. Alright. So let's do it again. Let's run it back. And let's make sure we hit perfect on that approach so we can make sure we're dialed in there. And then we'll have a go from there. Okay. All right. Oh. All right. Let's not forget the push-up pullback this time. That really took time away from it, and we don't want to take any time away from letting our. I can't see, Jason. All right. So all this and 7.5. And we are adjusting nice and straight 8.5 there. And a little bit there. Alright, 8.5. We're at +5, so we know it's a pushback of point. Get out of the way. We know it's a pushback of 0.2. And then we're just going to give it max OP and hit perfect. There we go. The rough bump is a more consistent drop for you on this. This is Tommy option 1. That's what shot we're playing here. We need to write down our drive distance, and we are at 402, which is -3 from the table. So let's get in here and get our ball guide just through the hole at center cup. That's just like that. And we are -3 from the table. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, a little bit more. All right, we are in blue, which is 1 click left. 7, 2, 8, 8 is 8, 5. And then we want to give it center ball and 1 click of left curl. So center ball, 1 click left. Perfect. Let's have a look at this. All right, there we go. And center cup. All right, so that's pretty... Hey, CB, what's up, man? Yeah, we've been at it for a couple hours here. We're dialing in the last of Tommy's guide right now. We're on hole 8. Glad to have you, sir. Welcome to the channel. So far, we've dropped every hole. We're looking good. Going for drop number 8 here. So, guys, that played pretty much APG the entire way. I'd say for me, the key is obviously writing down drive distance, a 12 o'clock pull on the drive, and a 12 o'clock pull on the approach. Watch spins just through hole. Alright, so let's give it one more look and make sure that our notes are accurate, and then we'll go live and go after that drop. So here we go. Okay, here we go. Uh-oh, my back is killing me. A lot of streaming today. It's been a long day for me. Alright, so right, dang it, Jason, get right there, just right of where it clips there, and that, and we want to go 7.5, swap our balls out, and then we want a nice straight pull on the drive. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, that looks pretty good. 8, 4 on the pull. Plus 8 is no pullback. And we just want max OP. Hit perfect. We want to note our drive distance here. Are we coming up short? Whoa, we just came up 9 yards short. Okay, so I'm just going to move to right there. I'm going to set spin center cup. Wow. I don't know really what to do with being that far off. So it would be 9, so that would be plus 11, so 8, 4 would be 11, 11, 3. So we'll try that and see if that we can rescue that, and we need to just center ball this here. All right. All right, we just missed left. All right, so you saw my beautiful katana set up. Yeah, it came back just in time. So I don't know what I did there, guys. I'm going to have to look at that drive. That's the first time we've came up short, and we came up 9 yards short. That's huge. That's a long way to be off. So let me get out of here, and let's have a look at the replay. I'm going to bet 20 bucks that it's Bart's fault. So, hey, Pablo, hey, wow, good to see you. Everybody, Pablo's here. All right, we're going to see why we came up short here. I reckon it's pull angle. I thought I had a good pull angle, but maybe I didn't. Okay, just right of being clipped by the rough. So we're in the right spot. All right, and we gave it all the right and 7.5 top, which we did. And then we swapped balls. And then let's look at that pull angle. I may have screwed it up. Oh yeah, I'm pulling 01. Yep, see? I didn't have a straight pull angle, and look what it did. It cost us 9 yards. So that is number one. Most important thing on this hole is the straight pull angle. Oh my goodness. All right. Bart's like, my bad. Nah, it ain't your fault, Bart. I'll be screwing up stuff on my own. Don't worry. All right, we're trying to go and double check our notes. We've gotten one center cup drop. We're trying to just confirm that before we go live. We are 7 drops in a row into the guide. If we can confirm this, we can go live and move on to hole 9. So, right there. And there. And there. And there. Alright, I'm running out of those P10s. I've been using a bunch. Alright, so we want to 1, 2, 3. A little bit. Alright, that's better. Alright, 7, 7. Plus 7 is no pullback. So, just give it right here. And I hit it great. God damn it. Oh, well, let's see what happens with a great right, shall we? Stay out of the... Alright, we're not bad. What's our drive yardage? 384. So, yeah. Oh, now we're 13 yards short. That's not going to work. Okay. Alright. No greats. Goodness gracious, Jason. Come on now. We just got the drop here. We don't need to be screwing it up now. Alright. Alright. Here we go. Practice attempt number 4. You know, it's these little errors that I'm trying to correct as I'm learning. You know, making sure that pull is exactly centered as I can get it. That type of stuff, it just, you know, it's new to me. And so I want to do my best to get that where I need it to be. 7, 5. And let's go here. Let's straighten out this pull this time. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. I think we're a little 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. No. 1, 2, 3. No. There we go. Alright. 7, 8. And 0.7 again, no pullback. Alright. And there we go. That should take us right to target yards this time instead of being so short. There we go. That's the drive we're looking for, I think. Why are we coming up short? What am I doing wrong? Why are we suddenly coming up short? Let's review the... We weren't short at all, and now all of a sudden I'm coming up short 10 yards or more every time. What's happening? All right. Okay, I think I'm setting up in the wrong spot. All right. I think I'm setting up in the wrong spot compared to the picture on the guide. So, back at it here. And let's go. No sense in giving up now. We are on hole 8. We've gotten 7 straight drops. We'll fix this little glitch here and figure it out. I think personally I'm lining up too far right. So let me move it over to the left a little bit, looking at the guide. All right, so here we go. All right, so third bounce. We want to be did not have that much trouble to begin with. And there, okay. So let's straighten out that pull angle on the drive again. We'll go 8-2. I didn't think this shot was going to give me this much trouble after that first drop. So let's have a look. There must there's a dead bounce. There's a dead bounce I keep catching, and I think I just cleared it that time. Yeah, I did. Okay, so there's a dead bounce. We were lining too far right. 401 is -2 to the table. Now we want to set up and spin our ball guide center cup just through the hole, just like that. We're -2 from the table. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, and we are in yellow. 8-2 is 10, so we're at 9-8. And no change to center ball. And that should fall like we had written down. And there it is. All right. Okay, turn my camera more to the left. Okay, I'll try that. All right, so we got it that time. The same result, center cup drop. The big problem is lining up that rock shot. We were lining up too far right and catching a dead bounce. So we can't be doing that live. All right, let's go. I think we got the shot dialed in. Really the key is going to be lining up on the correct spot on the drive. And making sure we're pulling a nice straight 12 o'clock pull for both shots. Okay. Here we go. All right. So we're going to take CB's advice. Instead of turning the camera to the right, we're going to turn the camera to the left. And have a look and see if that does us any better. All right, let's get in here. So we want to be right there. Okay. So there and there and there. Okay, we want a nice straight drive. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. A little bit. Okay. 8-5 plus 8 is no push up or pullback, and then hit perfect. We're looking for 397 to 402. As long as we don't catch that dead bounce, we're golden. All right, and we are over it. So there we go. That's a good drive. What did we drive? 400, which is -1 to the table. So let's get those spins set right through the hole, center cup, and -1 to the table. Now we want to make sure we got this pull nice and 12 o'clock. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. I think that's good. We are in red, which is 1 click right. 8-1 is 9-8, so we're gonna pull 9-7. And we're going to give it 1 click right curl center ball. So center ball, 1 click right, hit perfect. Looking good. And center cup. That's what I'm talking about. CB, thank you for the advice, sir. I'm writing that down. Turn camera to left to setup. Okay, and that makes 8 drops in a row. We are almost done with Tommy's guide here. We got 1 hole left, hole 9, send it. And we got someone that already shot a negative 21. We can actually take first place out of this. Okay. Let's look at this next shot. Now, this is Ascendant. So the biggest thing here is going to be, all right. So let me just go over the shot. Shut up, Jason. All right. P10 max rest. Bullseye by the edge of the ruin. So it's a fixed aim point. Okay. We are going to give it 4.5 boost, 1 right spin. We're going to go 1 for 1 for the difference between 16 miles an hour and the wind. He says zoom out and pull from the visible white ring. And then curl 2.2 balls right. Max OP, slower needle. There is a pullback in higher winds. And then our EB school is going to play P8 minus 60. So let's gather our stuff. Let's get ready and see what we can do on hole 9 here. Alright, so we need a top spin boost 9, wind 0. So we got 6 of these. That's perfect. That's what we need. Alright. And we got 2 of those if we need to come back. We got 1 of those. So we're okay on ball stock for this shot. Alright. Alright guys, let's see if we can tie this down here, end this on a big note, and shoot a negative 22 for the round. I didn't want to say it out loud, but my goal was negative 21. So here's the notes further. If we end up in the rough left of the green, max top spin, no boost, 5% of the wind, we will be switching to high precision. If we clip the rough and roll out into the fairway pad, we'll play Thorn, rings from Min, P10 plus 15%, no spin, ball guide through the hole. So let me get a precision ball here pinned, and I'll just pin that because it's a P10 and it's precision, just in case. And then we got a good rescue ball there just in case of the rough shot. So let's take it in here. Let's take a breath. All right, last hole of the day, guys. Let's end on a high note. Let's do our best here to really rock this out. So let me walk through it again. Bullseye by the corner of the steps on the ruin. Max boost 1 right. Adjust for the difference between the wind and 16 miles an hour. Pull back based on wind speed. When we pull, we want to zoom out and pull from the visible white ring. Curl 2.2 balls right. Max overpower. Slower needle, hit perfect. All right, let's give it a run through. Let's have a look at it and see what happens. Thing I'm going to be looking for, speed of setup, how much needle shake I got. I'm going to be checking that. That's going to, tell me how comfortable I can be with the shot. Did I practice? Oh my God, I did. Okay. Almost had a heart attack. All right, so our fixed aim point is over here, right there. And we are going to be giving it all this and 1 right. So 18 mile an hour winds, we are going to pull back. So we want to straighten out our pull here. We need to pull 3 rings. So 1, 2, 3. So I'm going to pull back to that white. Oh, get back here. And then I need to pull back 0.7. So I'm going to jump up here and push back 0.7. And then I'm going to give it all of this and right here. Hit perfect. Let's see what happens with this shot. Syndicts can go a lot of different ways. So we got the first bounce. That's good. We missed the rough and wow. Okay, so we ended up way in the left rough. He said that it is max top, no boost, and 5% of the wind. So 5% of the wind is going to be 3.5. So I'm just going to move 3. And we're just going to try to hit perfect. See how the rescue attempt goes here. And I hit a great. Alright, so we don't really want to rescue if we don't have to, obviously. But why did we end up so far left? That's interesting. Huh. I mean, it's the nature of Ascendants to be pretty unpredictable. But, you know, it seems odd that we ended up so far left. So I wonder if I pulled weird. Let's go back and have a look and see what I done did. Alright, here we go. I'm pretty sure that it's going to be a pull angle issue, which it can be hard to pull correctly from high up like that. So we got the exact spot. Gave it all a boost and one right. Now, did we pull correctly? That's the thing. So, and no, I pulled 01, and so we did not pull correctly. 01's going to send it farther, I believe farther to the left, right? Is that right, guys? 01's going to send it farther to the left. Did I pull back 3 rings instead of 2?
You did pull 3 rings.
Was I only supposed to pull?
You pulled 3. Huh?
I was supposed to pull 2. Oh my God. Okay. Lord of the dance. You guys, thank God you're here. My wife is even yelling at me. You only pulled 3. You pulled 3 instead of 2. See, I get it from both.
0.7.
Yeah, the pullback was right, but the ring adjustment was wrong. Okay, so simple mistake, but that's why we practice, guys. That's why we always practice our on dial-ins, because simple mistakes happen. Yep, you know, you're right, CB. And my wife is yelling that you're right, and so
I'm not yelling.
she's already hit me about the head twice over it. So I'm going to try to do a better job because I don't like it when she gets mad at me. Okay, there we go. And all the top and one right. Oh, get over there. Okay. Want to adjust 1.9 rings. And I want to try not to put that 01 on there. So 1.9 right there. And 17.9 is a 0.4 pushback. So there. And then we're giving it all the OP and right to here. And we had a slight great left, but we'll get to see what happens. I mean, my guess is we're going to end up back in the rough again. Yep. Get out. Get out. Okay. Alright. So, again, we would be setting up max top. And I'm not going to swap balls this time. 5% of the wind. I don't have enough balls to keep trying to rescue crap. 1.7 is 6.5. And so we're just going to try to hit perfect with this. And see if we can. Nope. Alright. Okay, so, yeah, we can't hit a great left. Great right would probably stick us in the sand. I think we have to have perfect on this. So, yeah. It's a send it, man. You know, I'm just going to do my best. I'm going to take some notes here. Hole 9. Tommy. Send it. Watch. Adjustment. And pin. Precision. For rescue. Okay. So we're just going to go give this our best go here. It's the end of the day. And I'm going to pin a high precision ball for the rescue shot. And we're just going to give it everything we got here, guys. We're going to try to hit perfect, try to get it down there into EB range as best we can. So everybody say a little nod to the gods. Here we go.
Hallelujah.
Hallelujah. All right, here we go.
This is the future.
Okay. So only adjusting 1.1 this time. .1 has a 0.2 pushback. And then we're just going to give it our best hey! All right, baby. Come on, put us down there in EB range. I like it. I like the speed. We're coming in good. Oh, we came out way into the rough. That's okay. We're pinning that precision. We're going to go max top, 5% of the wind, and hit perfect. All right, here we go. Max top. Okay, ball guide through the hole. Center cup. Need to adjust 0.4. And here we are.
This is the future.
Boom! Yeah, baby! That's what I'm talking about. Negative 22. Tommy's Guide, dialed in like a boss. All right, there we are, guys. That's how you do it. That's how you ruin someone's day. I wish this was the weekend. All right, let's take a picture of that to post. What a round. What a dial in. Guys, that was amazing. What a round. Thank you so much for hanging out with me tonight. As you saw, we dialed in Tommy's Guide holes 1 through 9. We got every drop on the list. Shout out to Tommy. What a great guide. What a solid performance by the guide team putting this together. If you don't subscribe to Tommy's Guides, please consider it. Great content creator. I am stoked. What a way to start this tournament. It's a major and we just maxed out. Love it. So, thank you guys again. Happy birthday, Gracie. I will see you guys all real soon. Please consider donating to the channel if you enjoy the content. If you haven't subscribed, please do. Have a great night, everybody. I'll see you in the morning, and we're going to kill it on Boris.